Good day, guys. Welcome back to Mango Invest. In this video, we're just going to do a quick recap of the last week and a half of what's been happening in the portfolio. So we're sitting at $300,000 USD worth of total equity. $4,500 of that is total profit. You would see the profit sort of decreasing over time. That's because we are selling Microsoft and Apple, and that profit is obviously going to go out of where it says there, and it's going to go into the cash position there, which the cash position over the last sort of week was sitting at $21,000 USD. Decided to buy more of QYLD and AGNC because those companies are paying me on average like a 10% dividend yield. So I thought, $21,000 just sitting there doing nothing, it could be earning me more money. So I just decided to buy those companies there. Scrolling down, I've done like a pending order with Microsoft. So decided to sell 5 shares at a price point of $420 per share, which is absolutely huge. So Microsoft just continues to rise, and we're going to continually sell that off as it increases in value, and we can just sort of lock in some profits as we go along there. So on schedule to get about $2,000 in the buying power, and I'll just keep building that up over time. And then when it does probably get to $20,000, I'll just buy more companies there. But we'll just have a look into Microsoft and why I'm selling this so you know like incrementally, but also rapidly. We look at the 3 year mark. We're reaching all time highs, which is I think at this point being $420 per share, that's getting extremely high. It's getting extremely silly. So I think it's definitely a good point, or for myself, just to event like incrementally sell off those shares as it goes up, because it's not going to go up forever, and eventually there will be a correction in the market, and I can definitely use those profits and those gains. And when it does make a little bit of a correction, hopefully below $300 per share, I can then buy back in and then restart the climb back up to all-time highs. But we'll just have a look at the transactions and what we've done over the last sort of week. We'll just keep it to the 2nd of February. So we've got a dividend of AT&T at $91.58. I still hold the company purely because I am negative roughly $3,000 overall. So I don't really want to, sell the company because now I'm just losing $3,000. I'd rather just wait till it hits the baseline again, or I start making profit, and then I'll eventually sell it and then put it into companies such as JEPI and QYLD and things like that. But then JEPI paid me a dividend of $217.93, which is on the lower side. You can see there that they paid me 30 cents per share. Generally, they pay 43 cents per share. So we just had like a little bit of a lower month there, which is fine. Hopefully in the next month we can get up to the 40 cents per share there. And then I sold Microsoft 10 shares worth. That got me, $4,122, and that just went straight into the cash position. Also made another deposit on the 10th of February of, I believe it was $2,000 Australian. With once you make the conversion to USD plus a couple of fees that Stake take for themselves, we got around $1,284 USD. And again, that just sat into the cash position that you can see up on the top hand side of the screen there. Moving over to track your dividends, so including the cash and the equity together, we've got $306,000 USD. Currently got a yield on cost of 6.31%, which I'm loving at the moment because that's getting me, $19,000 USD annual income. And if you make that conversion to Australian currency, you're looking at $29,000 every single year just in dividends alone, and that's obviously before tax as well. And then that works out to be 1,000 or just under $1,600 every single month USD in dividends. And just scrolling down here just to see some of the annual incomes on the right hand side of the screen there. So AGNC is paying me just under 4,500. We've got JEPI paying me 3,200 every single year. Scrolling down, another big one, we've got QYLD just paying me under $5,000 every single year. And we've got a couple of little ones like SCHD and SPHD, AT&T that are paying around the $300 to $400 mark every single year. We'll slowly increase those companies over time. But yeah, definitely loving QYLD and JEPI so far there. Right, now having a look at the upcoming dividends, which is always exciting. So February, we're on track to be getting $1,500. March $1,630, and April $1,500 again, which is pretty exciting there. And scrolling down here, you can see the dates on when we're about to get paid. So on the 15th of February, we're going to get $191. It doesn't tell you who's paying that one. On the 27th, we've got $105, and on the 29th, we've got $91.50. Scrolling down here, you can actually see who's paying me on those dates. So on the 9th, we've got AG&C paying me $370, which at the recording of this video, it's currently the 11th. So over the weekend, obviously the stock market closes, so that'll actually come on Monday, the 12th of February. So looking forward to that, and that'll definitely help with building up the cash position there. On the 15th, we've got Realty Income Corporation paying me $161. Apple paying me a nice $30.53. Again, I don't invest in Apple for the dividend. That's just obviously a byproduct of owning the company in the first place. Clicking the future value tab here, so taking into consideration everything in the portfolio today, with the dividend yield and the amount of money that I've got in here, you can actually forecast how much you're actually going to make. So, as it stands now, if we were to continue to reinvest the dividends with not contributing any more money within the portfolio, in 10 years' time, the portfolio will be valued at $720,000. And the annual income will be $43,000 or just under $44,000 every single year. But that concludes the video. If you did like the update, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you did want to sign up with Stake and start your dividend investing journey, just use the code ChrisM965 when signing up with Stake. You'll get a free stock and I'll get a free stock. So it's basically free money, so why wouldn't you do it? But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.